University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason. The National Agricultural Statistics Service, or NASS, projects the 2013 yields for Illinois are 165 bushels to the acre for corn and 47 bushels to the acre for soybeans, giving a corn-to-soybean yield ratio of 3.51. This 3.51 ratio in 2013 is much higher than the ratios between 2010 and 2012, but below the ratio's average from 2000 to 2009, says University of Illinois Extension Farm Management Specialist Gary Schnitke.
The reason for looking at that is that ratio is really important in determining which is a more profitable crop and which farmers will grow more of over time. So having a feel for where that's going is pretty critical.
The corn-to-soybean yield ratio has trended up over time in the state of Illinois. It averaged 3.12 during the 1970s, 3.16 during the 1980s, and 3.18 during the 1990s.
And then we hit the 2000s, and it hit 3.56, and so it took a dramatic increase. And at that same point in time, we saw, and this part of the reason was we saw Illinois farmers shifting to more corn and less soybeans, because part of that is corn yields were high relative to soybean yields.
The highest corn-to-bean yield ratio for the state of Illinois came in 2003, when it took the yield from 4.43 acres of soybeans to equal the yield in bushels from 1 acre of corn. The last 3 years, however, have shown the ratio in decline from the 2000 to 2009 average.
We saw this year 3.51, and again, corn yields were 165, or projected to be 165 bushels per acre in Illinois, compared to 47. That results in the 3.51. That puts us above the trend line again, and I guess what I sort of believe is that trend line's pretty stable, and we've had just some poorer corn yields in the last several years, and when we get back to quote-unquote normal weather, whatever that means, we'll be looking at those higher ratios again.
A ratio between 3.4 and 3.45 seems reasonable for the state of Illinois, thinks Schnitke. The highest ratios, by the way, have come when statewide average corn yields are above 170 bushels to the acre. For University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason.